tech or something, engineering or whatever, you're like, oh, this sounds really cool, I want to work for one. What is sort of the basic path that one winds up maybe first in a pod and then running a pod?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to dissuade everybody who's listening from starting a career in finance.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Everyone's going to take that as a challenge, but keep going.
Of course. And so I wrote a small document because I got a lot of questions like this from students. And the brutal answer is that it's very difficult and there is some luck involved. So it does help to go to schools with a brand name, for sure. It definitely does help if you want to do quantitative stuff to be a very good programmer. And you need to have the ability to think quantitatively, so that's for sure. There are coding tests that make the admission a little bit more democratic nowadays, but still it's very selective. I am not particularly qualified to give advice on how to get foot in the industry. I think I have a better view of how to succeed how to be happy, not succeed, how to be happy in the industry. So
that's probably more important. Let's hear this.
Yeah. So, I mean, how to be happy in the industry. I think that I ask a lot the question of what makes a good analyst or a good quantitative researcher to people, and I get very often the same answer, which is people who are curious, do well, and seem to be happy. So, as usual, you need to have passion, you need to go, to get into the weekend and not being able not to think about a problem. So I think obsession helps. Okay, so I think the world belongs to the obsessed for good or worse in the future. Like you can see this, it's a heavy-tailed world. So if you want to have a more stable job and less absorbing, I think being a dentist is a better career path. But having some level of obsessions into this stuff is good. Otherwise, at some point, you leave the industry. It's perfectly fine, by the way.
So